Hello, world. Look, I had to restart, but now I'm restarting with all the church bells going again. I'm back at the same park, full circle. Guys, since I last saw and left you, I made up my mind. I made life-altering decisions. Oh, wait. Let's try to block this. This big breeze. Yeah, everything got all crazy. I just sat down, I started to film, and then while I was filming, my camera kept like turning itself off. Then kids started screaming. Now the church bells are going. Now the wind's going. Okay, so yes, all it took was I woke up this morning. I just happened upon in my algorithm the right podcasts. Like Julia Shaw literally changed everything, the course of my life. You know? Yeah. And what's so funny is that there's been so many full circle moments of like not only me literally getting stuck in this city, being forced to move back to the city. This was not on my own volition. When I say spirit literally picked me up by the scruff of the neck and placed me here and forced me. And to now think that I'm going to be applying to the same university that I applied to when I was 18, to the very same department. And I got in when I was 18, and then I decided, I think it was, to be honest, low self-esteem. When you're raised your whole life to believe that you're stupid and that you can't achieve anything, again, those subconscious thoughts. But yeah, and all day I've just had this nervous, restless energy because here's the thing. I did consider becoming a speech pathologist. And if I'm to be honest, it was for all the things that we say not to do. It was the practical decision. And not to say that I could not be interested. I am very interested in linguistics. As seen, I love everything. I find everything endlessly fascinating. But the truth was, there was resistance because it wasn't in my heart's callings. And my resistance to becoming a psychologist is in part due to spending a lifetime with social workers, therapists, trauma people, who were very, very unwell and brought also a lot of harm, you know? So my whole life I was told, oh, you're a healer. Like, I was always both. I was always like an artist, but also everyone was like, you have all this potential, you should really go into a healing modality, a social worker, a psychologist, a this or that, a non-traditional form, and I've considered all of them many times over. There's not one profession I really haven't considered. But yeah, something all clicked today. It all came together, and it's been very emotional. Timing is everything. It really would have been a disservice for me to actually go into psychology at the age of 18. Going in now, it's different. But yeah, it's 26 years later. And to be honest, at that time when I applied, I was living right beside the campus. There's 2 different campuses in the city, depending on which departments you're in. And I have no doubt that I will move back to that particular neighborhood. And what's even crazier about that neighborhood is that I've mentioned, like, my stepdad, he's from this city, and you could read about it in the papers for the things that he did. But he went to high school right beside that particular campus. There's like all of these connections. So there's a lot of excitement, but to be honest, there's just as many, I will be uncomfortable. Academic writing, so far, has not been a favorite of mine. But because I've already been to university, I understand how my mind works. I also know the resources that are available to me at all the universities. I am going to get properly diagnosed for all of my, whether it's dysgraphia, dyslexia, and then get the supports needed for that. But I'm going to go the whole distance. I'm going to go in. I always go in with what I call that, like tuning a string. Not too taut, not too loose. I'm going in with the idea that I would like to do my doctorate. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if I'm 80 when I finish it. I don't care. It's a commitment to myself. And the commitment is also being that, like, I understand the process of following the thread. Just like how I said boat building, it was never about the boat building. It was, but it was so much more than that, including I had the best therapist of my life because of my boat building apprenticeship. They paid for a therapist for me, and she, to this day, was the most incredible therapist I've ever had. So, if you're thinking, it's too late, it's never too late. Things to consider along the way. And then I found this book that I'm very excited to read, White Horse, by Erica T. Worth. But I opened it up, and it says, "To the nerds who fell in love with dragons and demons, with portals and alternate worlds, and who felt that in order to grow up, they had to put those things aside, and who came back." Now, if that ain't the truth. And that's why I'm excited to approach wherever my research leads me in my doctorate. It's going to come through all of my lenses, the spiritual ones especially, the varying healing modalities, especially through the indigenous communities that I grew up in and was so fortunate to have. All of my closest friends were indigenous, the elders that I got to be with and learn from, the ceremonies that I've been able to participate in a different way of understanding trauma and healing. Because I think it's important in academia to have visibility and representation of many different types of people. Now, I am white, and I do think that's already a bit problematic, and I'm like a white dude, but I'm also a queer dude. I'm a queer trans dude. And because my life has been nothing but a free falling into every crack. I have fallen into every crack of society. Every system has dropped me. Like, I was that kid, So my beef with the institutions, this injustice, but taking everything that I've learned up until this point and to further education is really what it comes down to, informing. So even if in my doctorate, that research leads to like educating judges and lawyers in the family courts, I don't know, but I'm very excited because who knows, maybe I will become a called deprogrammer. What I do know that is, like, going back to, again, trust your instinct. I love research. I've been researching since the day I was born. That is like my go-to. So challenges aside, I'm very excited. Yeah, it's the emotion. As soon as I leaned into it, but again, seeing the demonstrations, it took listening to Julia Shaw. There's so many components that she addresses where I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited. Okay, so on that note, blah, blah, blah. What do we want to talk about? Spirits? Ooh, one thing I was listening to from a psychologist that focuses more on relationship stuff, but she talked about that choices will come with grief because in order to choose something, there's usually a letting go of something else. So my whole life, and there's still room for this, like this and that can be true. Like I might have a career still in art, but it's understanding that just because I may not have the type of career as an artist and musician, for one, does not mean that I'm not an artist and musician. I will always be an artist and musician. It is not contingent or dependent on how prolific I am, my output. But I'm really excited to see how, eventually doing my doctorate in psychology and where my research go, how that's going to inform my art, because all of my experiences already informs my art. But I've been working on creating a tarot deck forever, but I'm excited to see where this could go through some of the lenses of psychology. And what's even more interesting, here, I'm gonna shuffle as I talk. We're gonna go with the floral. Make it, oh, no. Yes. What's so interesting is that in the last couple years in the woo community on YouTube is that I have found a lot of people who either did get their master's or doctorate in psychology and then left to totally pursue being a full-time witch, using magic to bring justice, especially around victims of sexual violence, which I totally get, especially because, again, that justice system leaves everyone high and dry. But yeah, I've seen more people start off going towards psychology and leaving to then pursue more magical, spiritual things, and I'm going ass backwards. But one thing I do trust is that I always know when I know, and when Spirit's leading me somewhere, instead of getting stinky about it, like I was real stinky when Spirit literally forced me here. When I say forced, ugh, and I was real fucking pissy. And I remember it was a snowstorm, because I'm coming up to a year of almost having lived here. And I was walking in that snowstorm, and I said, okay, I did. I softened my body. I stopped in the middle of the snowstorm, and I just said, okay, like, God, clearly you have me here for a reason. You want to show me stuff. You want to show me something, at least. So what is it that you want to show me? Again, softening, like, and truly being like, what is it that you want to show me? I'm open. And I'm not being like, well, whereas before I was like, what the fuck do you want to show me? What is your problem? Okay, calling those crowd favorites: God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors, and anyone that you're working the brain with. Here we go. Grandma. 6 of Wands. Success, baby. And this to me looks like the world. It's also the wreaths that you see usually associated with the Emperor. So, we know there's some type of success for you here. Okay. Okay, Grandma, let's do this. What else? 9 of Cups. Oh, love this. Love this. To the Moon. Weren't we just talking about emotions earlier? Well, there's definitely an abundance. Look at these colors. Yeah, I feel like this is you. This is this. That's you underneath the moon. You're blooming. You're blooming. You're blooming and you're flourishing and you're blossoming. In your emotions. And going back to, again, these kind of like, I know these are the castles, the homes, but I've been thinking a lot about divisiveness, black and white, me versus you. Yeah, you're successful. There's something here about emotional expression, or like coming into yourself, this unfolding. And see, with these little guys down here, we see the domesticated dog and the wild wolf, of which the dog comes. And we all have that, right? Which is why Julia Shaw is so interesting. where she talks about, especially the concept of evil. And I know I've said this in readings here, but like, it's like, surprise guys, like monsters. There are no monsters. There's just humans. The people that we demonize, we call monsters, that we call evil, they are humans who enact terrible things that create that cognitive dissonance. But when we step into the in-between of this and that are true, of knowing that we're worthy of just by mere fact that we're alive, that we come from the divine, that's more than enough. You don't need to be anything more. Again, not contingent upon your output. You don't need to earn your right to be here. Oh, look, the Seven of Wands going underneath the Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you're gonna have to defend. Oh, to the Two of Swords. Making a choice. I made my choice today. And guys, I have been thinking about applying to school now, and because I'm dealing with my son's mom, where everything is about destabilizing me, yeah, for many reasons I've put it off. But again, the art of timing. And it all came together. I didn't have to do anything. I woke up this morning, all the right conditions were there this morning, and all I had to do was get curious and say yes to the dress and get honest about how I felt. As soon as I got honest, and then it was emotional. Like, I just wanted to cry all day today. I'm so excited. Uh-oh, the devil's going underneath the moon. Whew. Okay. Oh, she's getting chilly. This always happens. I went home like 4 times. I put on layers, I took off layers. I literally took off my sweater because I was like, it's hot. And now I'm chilly. Oh, what do you do? Look at that. Under the Seven of Wands, we're back to the Six of Coins. So it's like 6, 7, 6. Okay. Don't worry. There's success here. Look at that cornucopia. Look at that cornucopia. That horn. Horn of success. Generosity. Abundance. Okay. So what's going underneath the Two of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. See, when you don't choose things for practicality, like, there's still things about being a speech pathologist that I know I would be killer at. But again, it was my reasons behind it. I was like, well, like, I could go on and on. There's many a great, maybe some of you should become speech pathologists. But when you choose from a place of passion, like truly, you don't have to worry about the rest. Just like I don't need to figure it all out now. Even in the direction that I want to go in. I just have to apply. Apply and get in. We'll figure it out, you know? Okay, hold on. I was thinking about how chilly I was. Okay, here we go. Last card. Grandmama. 4 of Cups. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going back to that 7. See, look. See how one's blooming? And then it's these 3 down here. So I think you're actually going to have 3 people with this devil here. Yeah, that's the thing. Crabs in the pot. As soon as you start to bloom and blossom and flourish and unfold into the highest and greatest version of yourself, it tends to not serve others who've been riding the coattails. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. See, look. You've liberated yourself. Even if it's from the shackles of self, the bondages of self, whatever it is. But I do think it's going to be people around you. Oh, what did I say about crabs in the pot? Yeah, crabs in the pot. You're going to have 3 of them. You're going to choose something that does not benefit others. Yeah. Okay, what are we going to clarify with? Oh, okay. What are we going to clarify with? Ooh. was hot and now it's cold. The clouds are moving in. Yeah, people are gonna get real frosty about it. Okay, Grandmama, clarify the Six of Wands. This is your energy right now. So what's going on? Oh, walking away from things that are not emotionally fulfilling. Can I get it? Amen. Amen. And that is success, because that takes courage and strength. Never downplay that for yourself. Hey, look, that little moon. Well, she's past facing, so there was some kind of extraction. You extracted yourself from something. It doesn't always have to be romantic, but some type of environment, people, places, and things that was not filling you up. And again, we have to remember the Eight of Cups. That's a lot of cups. And a lot of them probably had things in it. So to walk away when other people are being like, what? Look at all those cups. How could you? I mean, you're just gonna walk away from all those cups. And it's like, yeah, if all those cups are filled with piss and shit, you know, because again, it's like, well, what's in the cups? Is it chocolate milkshakes? Is it a delicious cup of tea or some like morning coffee? You know, I love it. No? Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, it's frosty. That's what I'm picking up on right now. Oh yeah, she's real frosty and breezy. Okay. Okay, one more card for what did you walk away from? Sorry, what did you walk away from? What's the success in what you walked away from? Well, it's not saying specifically, but you chose the success is that you chose, you wanted a new beginning for yourself. Like, that's the thing. I mentioned it today, but it's like, I've been really uncomfortable the last few years, and that uncomfortability has forced me to make choices. And in the last week, I'm in my own process of being like, okay, something's gotta give. Like, this is not working. I am not satiated, you know? And so for yourself, and see, look, it's a big old crocodile, and you're just standing on its tail. Again, no muss, no fuss. You're unafraid. You're not afraid to take chances. This could be seen as a challenge, just like me in school. It's like, yeah. But I'm excited to meet that challenge. Okay, so Nine of Cups. You're unfolding. Four of Wands. Well, the Nine of Cups is a solo, kind of single as a Pringle. Perhaps, yeah, you're finding, if you did walk away from a relationship, especially if you've been with someone for many, many years, like for some of you, maybe you were with someone since high school and you separated or got divorced, you know, in your 40s, 50s, 60s. It can be really hard to be alone when you've always been with someone. So to learn how to live alone, to be in your own space, and to make it beautiful just the way that you want it, and to learn how to be comfortable, to enjoy your own company. Okay, I love this. Anything else to that Nine of Cups, Four of Wands? Back to the Devil. Oh yeah, you definitely left some type of relationship, and now you're thriving. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, I'm not mad about it. Okay, I'm seeing the sun on the bottom here. We do have the moon next. To be clarified, what is this moon? Grandmama. The Seven of Swords to the Six of Pentacles. Now we have two Six of Pentacles. See, I think this was your energy before, right? It's about holding. When we get hurt, that inclination is to detract instead of, or no, subtract. Instead of opening up, we go in. Whereas here, see, you're choosing. You're choosing to continue to bloom, unfold, blossom. And to not let past hurts dictate what you can have or not have. And see, look, and we see this here, an outpouring of giving and receiving. Because when you're in this energy, it's not about just receiving, it's about what you give. Because look, when you allow yourself to unfold and bloom, everyone can enjoy it. Just like how we enjoy the moon. It's for everyone to enjoy. Now, some people literally are walking around with their phones in their face and don't take in any of the beauty that's around them. Oh, yes. Now see, we do see the justice here. The scales of justice. Yeah, there's a rebalancing here. It literally, I feel like it dropped to -20. I know, that is being a bit hyperbolic here, but... Okay. Okay, so what's the Seven of Wands? We know it's going to probably be with this old Devi Devil. Yeah, and we've got 3 Devi Devils. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to defend whatever it is that you're planning. Your plans, these new plans that you're creating for yourself, this new world. Oh yeah, all of these people. See, look at that. A fist trying to come in and grab. Oh, get your mitts right off of there. Yeah, yeah, it's that Devi Devil. Get your mitts. That's not yours. Because also remember, your life is for you. No one else. You get to make whatever decisions you want. See, you're leaving. Oh, yes. You might actually be moving. You might be moving away from, again, your community, family, friends, people, again, that have kept you to be like, oh, I need you. Wah, wah, wah. Nope. If you've been giving to other people and you're like, you know what? I need to start living for me. I want to live where I want to live. I want to go where I want to go. If I want to go back to school and take this whole other degree and do a whole other career change, so fucking be it. Okay, so the Two of Swords, you do need to make a decision. You got some options. That's okay. It was like me and my options. I was like, do I finish my art degree and do my master's so that I could teach at minimum? Do I become a speech pathologist? And now I'm like, okay, criminal psychology. Here we go. Yes, you got some options too. But just like me, the art of timing. When you don't know, that's okay. You don't need to know. That's part of the art of timing. It's getting the finger on the pulse. When you don't know, that's your cue to just sit back. Because you'll always know when you know. And if you feel like, because I've been talking to my spirit team to be like, spirit team, okay, like can we we're gonna have some more talks. Ooh. Yeah, little cutie. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's go back to this Devi Devil. You're healing. Yep. Oh yeah, crabs in a pot. Look, we had a lobster and a crab. Oh, look, I'm telling you. And they might even be cancers. Oh, I wish I was sitting by that fire right now. Oh. Okay. Yeah. And this is that Emperor. Look, manipulative. Yeah. So you're healing. As you should. Oh my god, yeah. See, that's you healing from this idiot. The Five of Swords. Terrible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Personality disorder. Okay. Oh. Okay, so let's get into your cornucopia here, your 6 of coins. King of Penties. See? That's gonna be you. Standing on top of those little bucky horns. Caesar. Oh, you know what I could go for right now? Some chicken Caesar salad. I'm hungry. Oh, what do you do? Yeah, you got your top hat on. You look great. This is what I mean. When you follow your heart's desires based on what you actually want, not based off of practicality. Again, the world's always trying to hammer into us. And so then we end up in places that like we may be good at, but it's not grabbing us by the short and curlies. And when you follow your heart's desire, and not also based off just money, the money will always come. You'll always have more than enough. Oh yeah, now see, look. This is that lion. Look at this bag. See, someone's stressing. Someone is stressing. And look, that's you. You're that eagle. You're on top, and you're like, Baka! See, he's scrapping. He's scrapping to the oldies. Yeah, because of that hand trying to come in and grab your flowers. Yeah, fuck off. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, this Queen of Pentacles is looking at that King of Penties. 10 of Cups here on the bottom. See, that's the thing, when you least expect it. Oh, when you least expect it. Oh, this Queen of Pentacles, see? Looking. Someone's watching you. Okay. Hey, maybe you're going to be in school too. This person's going to watch you in class. Oh, maybe you guys are going to meet in the library. You're going to be writing a big shitty research paper that's makes you want to cry. You just hate it. Because this is Dandelion. Dandelion's healing. Oh, yeah. Are we going to have an academic library romance? Hot. You know how I feel about books. Ugh. Like I said, Julia. Now, this person's already taken. But, like I said, that person would always have a seat at my table. Okay, your 4 of Cups. Oh yeah, I just know. See, look, I just know it's not about you being sad. You're glowing. Look at all your glow marks. Look at these little crybabies. Oh, yeah, pretty much confirms it. 5 of Pentacles. And see, it's marked by a flower. Yeah. People are gonna feel left out in the cold. Boo fucking who? Cry me a river. Right? Like, just like Justin. Cry me a river. No, he's crying a river now, isn't he? Yeah, what goes around comes around. Yeah, we saw that full circle with him. Oh, boy. Oh, look at these people. I'm telling you, you've been dealing with the worst of the worst. 10 of Wands. We saw the 5 of Swords. We got the 5 of Wands. Oh. Okay. So, what are you choosing for yourself right now? What is it? Is it career? Is it... Well, King of Swords. Something analytical? Again, it doesn't have to be career, but something that gives you joy. Like I said, without me being in school, I research all day long. It's my passion. Yeah, just like that. Maybe you're like me, you just love it. Oh, yeah. The truth. Facts. Oh boy. And look at that. Okay, so love is on the table. 100%. It's looking great. I don't think you're going to see it, which is even more marvelous. I think you're going to start pursuing just the things that make you happy. Whether it's a class, an environment, I don't know. But there's so much newness here, and I think while you're just pursuing the things that fill up your cups, someone is looksy-looing you. And yeah, you get some smoochies. Okay, hold on. Let's put these back in. Sorry, I don't want to rush the reading, but like when I say, guys, I'm a hot-blooded person, and I'm just shiver me timbers, like I'm freezing here. Okay, I want to know. I want to know. He really loves me. Well, based off of that 2 of Cups. Oh, come here, little bug. Excusez-moi. Oh, there we go. Fell on his back. Okay. Okay. Let's just get a little Snoopy and Scoopy on who this person is. Okay, we saw that they're Queen of Pentacles. So this again is someone very grounded, very practical, very earthy. Okay, so who's this person that's... Oh, they're a 9 of Cups. Oh, they're single as Pringle. You're a 9 of Cups, but it's also great because it means that they know how to fill up their own cups. Now, it's blowing on my neck in a way that's like, it's tickly. I have a very tickly neck. Yeah, it's a spot for me, that's for sure. And so I feel like God is giving a tickle there, but it's too much. Okay, so this person's single as a Pringle. They're fulfilled. They're looking great. I love this outfit. It's like armor so that you could kick some ass, but you got on a ruffly collar and flowers. So this person is like gentle yet firm. They're beautiful. Oh, look at this. Well, they want to communicate. Okay. Coming in. What do they want to tell you? They want to smooch you? Six of Wands. Success. Okay, well, what's the success? It's kind of like the opposite of when you get into a bath that's too hot. It's like, it's so cold. It's the same thing where I'm like, I want to do like Lamaze breathing here. Oh. Okay. I've never noticed before the 6 little birds sitting. And they're sitting on the flower that's leading the hummingbird. You're successful in guiding, if that makes sense. Like, you use your sweetness for both the other birds and this bird. Yeah, your sweetness. And it's not tricking. It's just a means of being like, getting where you need to go. Yeah, you got like this sweet nectar. Oh, your sweet nectar is what's led this person. I see. Okay. The hummingbird is this person, and it's your sweet flower. And look at, oh yeah, but look at these other birds. They don't get the sweet flower. Okay. Well, okay, Grandma, let's bring it on in. Bring it on home. Queen of Swords, and we saw that King of Swords. Oh, and they're looking for you. Yeah. Just like that saying, what you want wants you back. Yeah. You're gonna be just the right flavors for the right person. Yeah, and see, look at all these other birds. She doesn't want all those other birds. Just like this person. This person doesn't care about these other birds. They just want this hummingbird. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, you've got someone coming in. Oh, yeah, they're passionate, and they have deep feelings. And look, they have a top hat on, too. Yeah, the two of you will wear your little top hats. You'll be standing on top of your little your bucky horns, and then here comes this person on their stressed out horse. Okay. Yeah, he also looks, to the lovers. And we saw, that King of Swords has that bird over the eye. We saw the Sun card with the bird over the eye. Oh, boy. Okay. Guys, I don't want to cut it short. You know I love to chat. I really thought it was going to stay hot to trot forever. Okay. Well, gang, just beautiful. I gotta go work on my university application in the comfort of my warm duvet. Oh yeah, I gotta get under the covers. I'm gonna get out the laptop. We're gonna get Bonita. In case you're really new and you don't know who Bonita is, Bonita Fajita, aka Chicken Baby, Daddy's little fatty. That's my cat. Love her to pieces. She drives me nuts, but I love her. Oh yeah, we're gonna sit together and work on applications. And I'm gonna make some supper. Okay. Ooh, I felt my neck. Yuck. Okay. Stay blessed, stay golden. Stay warm.